My name is Anne Olaye. I work with ICO Insurance PLC. On today's episode of Ask Anne, I'll be talking about the word risk. Risk has been seen or described as the probability of a negative outcome of a given situation. It could also be seen as the possible adverse effect of a given situation or decision. Humans, property, finances, businesses are exposed to risk on a daily basis. We cannot completely eliminate risk from our everyday existence, be it controllable, uncontrollable, expected, or unforeseeable. Nobody actually knows where or when some losses could occur from. We are only saddled with the responsibility of ensuring proper management of the effects of those risks. The earth has been blessed with knowledge. Today, when we are sick, we run to the doctors to be treated. When we need some treatments to be administered, we run to the nurse. When government or organization needs to fix some of our roads or fix roads for us, what do? We run to the engineers to fix our roads for us. When we need a lot of food in the system, the policy, so that we're able to ensure proper living or healthy living, what do? We run to the agriculturists or the farmers so that we will not die of hunger. So, relating to the risks that we're talking about today, there is a viable and effective device that has been designed by God Himself to cater for the unforeseen, to cater for the effect of risk. And this viable device is called insurance. This device will help to manage our risk for us. Insurance is what has also been created or designed to fix this aspect of our living. I often hear when we tell people about insurance, they will always tell, I don't really believe in insurance. God is my insurance. Insurance is not my pain. Yeah, I agree with you absolutely. You don't need to believe in insurance, because insurance is not a religion. Insurance is purely risk management. Transfer of risk from an individual, family, organization that cannot afford it to an organization or institution that can afford it. Today, I want to let you in on a private story of one of my best clients. I fondly call her Madam Rose. Madam Rose was such a sweet lady who got married at the early stage of her life. She got married to Dayo. Dayo was such a smart, energetic engineer. Very hardworking. Both of them had it going for them excellently. They had fine, cozy apartments. They had fine cars. All was going for them. 2 years after their wedding, Daniel returned home and confronted his wife about this insurance. And according to her, he said, the husband said, babe, there's this lady I met today that introduced insurance to me, and I would like to have both of our lives insured. I'd like both of us to have life insurance. As usual, the woman hesitated. Insurance? Of all the things that we have lined up to attend to, insurance should be one of it now. It's not a priority. No. God is our insurance. We need to focus our attention on a whole lot of all of other things and all that. Funny enough, let me make this clear today. Do you know that over 50-60% of the people who end up not having a life insurance plan. The reason can be attributed to their wife non-suffered. Most women always kick against insurance. And I tell people, if every woman had to know what every widow had to pass through, there wouldn't be any family without a life insurance. I had another client. I met with him. That day, I saw the insurance, children educational plan. The man bought, only to be called later that day that, please, madam, I would like to let you know that my wife doesn't really agree with it. So maybe some other time you may have to return the check and all that. I agreed. It's okay, I don't have a problem with that. But I'll need you to do me a favor, sir. I'd like you to allow me meet with your wife. And collected the wife's contact, gave her a call, met with her the next day, and I introduced this policy to the woman. Good enough, the woman loved it and they bought. But some women will never give you the opportunity of meeting with them to even talk about it at all. But this one gave me the opportunity, and luckily they bought. Back to Rose's story. To her, Madam Rose. Rose said she told her husband, you know what? God is our insurance. I have a covenant with God. My family have a covenant with God. My husband, myself, at the time, she was pregnant. My husband, myself, we have a longevity, we have a covenant of longevity with God. So nothing is going to happen to us. None of us is going to die. As usual, I keep telling people, the same way we were born, we're going to return. Death is not a punishment. Those that have died those that are alive are no more privileged than those that have died. When we're done with our mission or our agenda here on earth, we'll return, relocate to where we came from. It is not a punishment or an ill luck from God. The woman hesitated because, as usual, they would always want to have a lot of money around that they control, buy things, do a lot of things. They just don't have that volume in their account, they said, not wanting to let go of any that could buy the future for them. From my experience as an insurance personnel, the majority of people who kick against insurance are women. Ironically, they are the principal beneficiaries of these insurances done by their husbands. That was the same thing that played out in Madam Rose's case. So after, and especially exciting and fun-filled weekend, Dayo, her husband, dashed that away on the Monday morning. Madam Rose equally had places to go that day. Went to see her tailor. From there, went to the salon. While she was on it, her phone rang. It was Eric, her husband's best friend from the office. On getting to the house, she saw neighbors in front of her apartment. Eric, her husband's friend, and her brother. In panic, she dashed that to the house, inside the house, to check if something has happened to her baby. But thankfully enough, the baby was fast asleep. Then on the second thought, she thought about her husband and asked, where is Dayo? Nobody was answering. She brought out her phone, called Dayo's line, only for the phone to ring in Eric's pocket. Then her own brother, went straight to her, held her by the hand and told her, Dayo is no more. That was the most devastating moment of her life. According to her, she cannot explain or express what she felt at that moment. As things began to unfold, she discovered that it was the brother-in-law's name, Dayo's brother's name, that was on the company's file as next of kin. Because as at the time he started working with that company, they weren't married. The same thing was applicable to his bank account. After Dayo's death, Rose's life became hard and miserable. Her husband's family came heavily for her. She was ripped of all that Dayo had, except Dayo's phone that was with Eric. Rose had to relocate to join her parents. It was soon after that the insurance company sent a mail to Dayo's phone, reminding him of his payment or premium. Rose had to reply the mail, informing the insurance company that Dayo was no more. And that was the turning point again for her. She was surprised that the insurance company replied her mail asking for more details, more information. And soon after, Rose was heavily compensated. Claims were made, and the heavy life insurance that Dayo had on his life was paid to his wife Rose. This was the beginning of a new turnaround for Rose and her baby. According to her, life insurance does not signify negativity. It doesn't imply negativity. It doesn't imply you praying for death or you attracting death. No. According to her, she sees life insurance as a lifesaver. That was how she escaped suffering and misery and the puzzle of what would become of her son's future. 6 years down the line, Rose remarried, and the criteria for acceptance of marriage proposal was life insurance. Today, Rose is an active advocate of life insurance simply because she learned through the hard way that life insurance is not synonymous with attracting negativity, but a lifesaver. Today, I would like to tell you that insurance is not expensive. Insurance is very affordable. It is designed to suit your financial capability or capacity. With 20,000 naira, with 50,000 naira, with 100,000, with 1 million, with 100 million, etc., you can get a good life cover for yourself and your family. Insurance has rolled out a plan that should nothing happen to you, is an agreement, is a contract for the next 10 years. Should anything happen to me, this is what I want to give my family. That if nothing happens to me, I want my money back 100%. And that can be done. It is a contract, an agreement that you're going to sign. I want to recommend today that every life should be insured, because life insurance is just synonymous with having a spare tire at the trunk of your car. It just means just can't tell when you fall. Nobody knows what tomorrow holds, but we can be more prepared if we are wise. call on me today. Reach out to me today with what you have, and I will tell you the benefits that can be given to you. Insurance is in the business of paying claims. Until we meet again in my next episode, enjoy a lovely day. Bye.